Alrighty. We are gonna have to pivot to something else.
To put Baby Shark.
I don't know.
I said put Baby Shark.
Something that won't get me copyright fucking strucken. I do like Big Zo TV.
A couple of prompts in, and I had a walking checkout. No off-the-shelf system could give us what I built with Base 44.
All right, here we go, man. Back at it again, man, with the International Association of Motherfucking Dick Riders, man. The Dick Riders Association, headed by AK and all these other dick riders, dick riding for OVO, it has reignited itself, man.
I love Drake. Everybody knows.
So if you don't know,
This guy here is the sole reason I even keep up with DJ Academics and Drake.
I think you're gonna put Jerry Springer.
Yeah, you won't think I'll get copyright striked for that? It's Jerry Springer. I've already gotten my stream taken down 3 times. I don't need it to happen another time.
Elliot Wilson, DJ Head, Jeremy Heck, they announced that their show was going to be the last show that you were going to see of that specific show, which is The Bigger Picture. Now, since that show is going away, they've also said that this won't be the last time you see the 3 together, but this is the last time you'll see them on that platform. Now, of course, a lot of people are speculating what that actually means, because on one hand, you know, people are saying that, you know, it means maybe the viewership was down. On the other hand, people are saying maybe it's going to be on another network. People are also saying maybe they're just going in a whole nother direction. This is what happens with these shows, man. It happens. Now, the problem with that is you have people like academics of the National Writers Association, the OVO division, man. They always gonna have something to say. And academics basically is talking about the show and talking about how much they need Drake. Now, I got a couple of things to say about that, but let's see what the leader of the National Writers Association OVO division has to say, man. Let's watch it.
The point is this, man. Y'all need Drake. Okay? And I talked to the boy. Drake don't like none of you niggas.
That's mine.
He's intentionally making sure y'all got nothing to talk about. I love Drake. Everybody knows.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk. Spit on that thing. You get me?
He's making sure that y'all shows keep getting canceled because y'all need him for views.
That's mine.
And y'all have decided to take the pivot. We're gonna hate on him. So you know what he does? Starve y'all out. So yeah, pretty much, look, the only 2 shows that crack over 30,000 is them talking about Drake. And even this one, they react to Drake versus Hip Hop Media, almost 30,000. Drake versus UMG, almost 30,000. The rest of these, ain't nobody watching this shit, man. I gotta keep it a bean. And I ain't gonna lie, the nigga announcing that tomorrow's the last show. I would tell y'all when Iceman coming out, but y'all might not cancel
We're gonna go. Relax.
the show.
She's married, but she's fired.
Talk to him, Aubrey. Just cancel that shit, nigga. You know what I mean? I would, because y'all would be like, oh shit, we about to go up on this Iceman shit. No, nigga. Rest in peace.
Yeah, so the National Association of Writers, the leader of that crew, academics right now, is basically saying that people need Drake. Now, here go what I'm gonna say about this, man, because I think it's been very hard for people outside of, you know, the OVO sphere and people who have applications in for the Writing Association. I think it's been very hard for people to understand simple concepts. Trending topics is one thing that I think y'all just don't understand.
Oh my
Y'all just
God.
don't understand trending topics, and I think that's a big problem. Comprehension is an issue right now, man, and I think people really need to figure that out. So let's look up what a trending topic is. Let's take a look at this right here, man. For you know,
Thank you, Big Zo TV.
for shits and giggles, for the ha-has of the day. A trending topic is a subject hashtag
Me. YouTube TV / Rigo Barriesa Reactions Worldwide LLC. We are the trending topic. We are the studs being talked about. We take over the YouTube algorithm, one slop video at a time.
or keyword that is currently experiencing significant surge in popularity and discussion on social media platforms like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and other online networks.
Oh my God. Wow.
Wow.
These topics gain visibility due to a rapid increase in user engagement, which is very important on, these podcasts, these social platforms, such as mentions, shares, likes, and comments, often driven by current events, pop culture moments, viral content, or coordinated campaigns. Platforms use algorithms to identify these topics based on factors like volume of activity, the rate of increase in mentions, user location, interest, and who users follow, with the results often displayed in a dedicated trending or explore section. The term originated with Twitter, which popularized the concept of real-time trending lists and has been adopted by other platforms to highlight what audiences are discussing at any given moment.
That's good.
Thank you for the breakdown, Big Zo
The
TV.
definition of trending on its own for you to understand. I would hope I don't have to do that, and I hope I don't have to do the same thing for topics. But here's the thing, man, and I need people to really understand this, man. Drake versus Kendrick Lamar was one of the biggest battles that we have seen in hip-hop history. All right, we're gonna start there. Can we deny that?
No.
Okay, all right, we somewhere. That is one of the biggest battles in hip-hop history. We watched Kendrick Lamar
Jay-Z versus Nas. Actually, shut the fuck up. No, it's not.
single-handed
No, the fuck it's not, and it never was. I do not want to hear that shit. Nas is goated, but you're wrong.
destroy Drake. Are we gonna deny that?
No, man.
We watched an artist like Drake do things in this battle that created so many different discussions. We're talking about lawsuits.
I'm gonna sue.
We're talking about situations of him on stage with somebody that he shouldn't have been on stage with, saying that I like the way your breasts feel on my chest. Yeah, he shouldn't have said that.
They call the cops.
But we got situations like that. Questionable, yacht incident with the tagging of Drake. We got a bunch of things that Drake has done.
Stranger Things Season 5 coming out, by the way. Y'all already know Drake tapped in. He probably got that fucking exclusive preview. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Hey, I'm just saying. Probably. Allegedly, probably.
And one of the things that people are failing to realize is when you have somebody spiraling in front of your eyes in real time, that is a trending topic, like it or not. Maybe negative for y'all because it shows your boy in a light that you don't want to see him in, but it's trending. And, this is why I hate conversations like this, because it seems like people like this, the NDRA, National Dick Riding Association.
What are you doing?
Subscribe. www.youtube.com/Rigo Reactions LLC. Global Worldwide Corporation taking over the world. One YouTube video at a time. Help me escape this non-YouTube premium hell. Thank you.
A meeting that could have been an email. Losing interest.
OVO
Hog Rider!
division. It seems like people like this, they make it a point.
I don't play Clash of Clans, by the way. I respect the vibes. I respect the dedication. And I love the Hog Rider memes. But I do not fucking play that shit.
To try to take things that they can find and label them as wins. Because the same way you can say that people talk about Drake all the time, your most viewed content is content where you fighting back for your boy.
That's my hair.
So it's just a little strange to me that every time you
Turning on.
She losing hair out here.
No, I'm not.
She the Wicked Witch of the East.
Shut up.
see an opportunity to jump up and defend this guy and play defense, you jump on it immediately. Drake has been forced to a point where he just has to sit still. If we really keep it honest, what he's doing right now is he's sitting still. You could call it starving people for content.
Dude, honestly, when it comes to this, man, it boils down to the simple fucking thing of every single time he digs his hole deeper, he gets offered the same solution and he never takes it. Dude, just relax in a corner for like a cool year or something, Disappear. Relax. Let it die out. And the man just can't.
You can call it what you want. What you got to realize is at the end of the day, people will move the on. And people could have moved the on a long time ago with Drake if he just stopped doing stupid shit that ended up trending. So call it what you want, man. I don't know what people expect. People expect people that talk about trending topics, whether it's for a living or whether it's a hobby on YouTube, whatever it is. You expect people who talk about trending topics to not talk about something that's trending? How great do you think Drake content stands on its own without a battle? Without a battle with Kendrick Lamar, where does that Drake content stand? This is why I don't understand, man. People like to talk about certain things.
If Drake never would have had the battle with Kendrick, we wouldn't even be having these conversations. This content wouldn't even exist in the first place. Only reason this content exists is because the poor man is spiraling. So, yeah.
Things go in certain directions with the shit that they talk about when it fits the narrative that they're trying to paint. Now, I don't know why Jeremy Hecht and these guys, I don't know why they're ending their podcast. Whatever it is, that's the internal thing that they know the answer to. And, you know, but people always want to make shit about views. They always want to make it about who's watching and who's not. Bro, this battle was one of the biggest battles in hip-hop history. Listen, there's no denial that Drake and Kendrick are two of the biggest artists in the industry, right? There's no denial about that. But people need to understand what trending topics are, man. This is the biggest battle in hip-hop history. And however you look at it, because this was one of the biggest battles in hip-hop history, people are always going to have curiosity when it comes to it. This is just how it is. It's strange to me to see people try to make this a thing. So whatever they want to say, you know, Drake is starving people from content. Listen, man, at the end of the day, man, everybody will move on. Everybody will move on to whatever's trending. That's what this shit is. That's what he does. Trending topics. You talk about shit that's trending. Say what you want about it. I personally,
Mr. Trending Topic. That's my history.
This video will contain spoilers for the original Final Fantasy VII.
Shut up, mate. Let me see what secret sauce I've been. Let me pull off something from the vault.
Oh my gosh, put the Emerald Rio with Greg Doucette. That's just so funny.
What we put in. What you want me to put? It's just as simple as putting I don't know, ragging on this girl was a common video from 4 years ago. These videos are old. Oh. You know what?
This video will contain spoilers
Shut
for the
up.
original Final Fantasy VII.
That's my. Oh, how about this? This guy does some pretty good videos.
Get all sins.
We have moved on from the slop to the
Hey,
esoterica.
cupcakes, it's time to follow the magic. Because we've got some fluffy, delicious...
I could
This shouldn't be copyright stricken. I hope. We should be good.
open this video with a bunch of flowery talk about how the world is harsh and cruel in different ways to almost everyone, but a certainty of life always, that we must suffer to know we exist. But I've done that
What's up?
I told you what to put. Just ignore me.
a lot recently, and in fact that is what I originally had written down for this video as well. But I don't need to tell you all of that. You all have the capacity to think back on how this world has wronged you and when and why and where. What I'm interested in instead is how we respond to being wrong in that way. When someone steals from us, hurts us, or the people we care for, what is our reaction and why? Is there one reaction which is the moral response to cruelty? And is that a premise which, if we all follow, will realistically lead to a kinder world? I'll be making seemingly definite statements as we go along, but keep in mind these are things I've analyzed from the story we'll be covering. The point of this isn't to say what is exactly right at all times, but to explore what possibly could be. And of course, my own beliefs will be bleeding into what I've analyzed, but I will address my own take on them at the end, because I do disagree somewhat with one of my favorite stories on this topic. How do we respond to, and hopefully fix, a cruel world? This is the conflict at the center of the 98 anime Trigun, which takes place on a world called No Man's Land, stressed for its harshness if the name wasn't a dead giveaway. It's an arid desert planet where small towns only survive due to plants, biogenerators remaining from the human seed ships which crash landed on the planet so many years ago, holding the remains of humanity in cryosleep to find a better world. Clearly, the journey ended early, and they are forever bound to what they called No Man's Land due to this lack of knowledge about technology like plants. They can be maintained, but as of yet never created new, and surviving without one is nearly impossible. As such, it's a world aptly described as dog eat dog. Raiders rob train cars, water is hoarded, arable land is fought over, families cross the desert starving, and it seems there's little salvation to be found.
I don't think this video points it out, but the creator of this story, when he was writing it back in the 90s, was converting into Christianity. And so this entire story is supposed to be an allegory of his conflict and belief when it comes to Christianity. This arid planet is supposed to be a more exaggerated mirror of the real world, just to really reflect on human suffering. And the main character, Vash, the guy in the red suit, kind of is like a Jesus Christ figure in a way, especially with his extreme pacifism. He's the guy that kind of comes through and brings that holy gospel of the fact that there's another way besides this lifestyle of dog eat dog and survival that you guys are going through. And a lot of that's a lot of the moral backbone of the show is just kind of trying to, show whether humanity can be human.
The first episode included the quite direct phrase,
I guess we had a miracle here, without God's help.
showcasing a world too cruel even for faith. We see plenty of evidence for how this affects the citizens. Most of the episodes are singular stories revolving around a response to evil. Episode 3, Peacemaker is a master gunsmith quitting the trade and spending his days doing nothing but drinking as a moral stance. A set of guns he made for people to protect themselves against this world were instead used in a bank robbery that killed his family, inadvertently making him an aid to the cruelty plaguing them all. He determines that the only moral stance is to do nothing, since good intent was so easily corrupted. Episode 4, Love and Peace, is a revenge.
This entire series has a structure of like the daily villain, where like each episode has a new villain in a new town with new people. And a lot of the exposition is done in this fashion when it comes to the world building. I really like how the world is exposed to you throughout each episode with these little stories of these individuals going through their own hardships, Just enriches the world a little more.
Story. It's a man taking retribution against the vicious butcher who killed his family long ago by now taking the latter's daughter hostage in the hopes of drawing him out for a duel. Despite this man now being a beloved father himself, he wants blood for blood. His response is to be equal to that which wronged him. Episode 5, Hard Puncher, is a whole town turning on our hero Vash the Stampede, who traverses this world solving the problems he comes across. Having just done the same for this town without any bloodshed, they turn on him, hoping to cash in on the $60 billion double-dollar reward he carries, being a legendary outlaw supposedly responsible for the destruction of entire cities. They love him and his bright personality, especially the kids who he encourages and protects, but their plant is malfunctioning. Without fixing it, the entire town would be left to die in the wasteland. To protect their kids, they have to kill their new favorite person. Their response to harshness is not to repeat it out of desire, but to repeat it out of necessity. Survival comes at a cost. Many episodes have something like this. There are entire sand steamers set to die for profit, A son who wants his family to give up their arable land so they're not killed for it instead, a man forced to train in isolation for 20 years to become a killing machine, starving families crossing deserts, all in some way a cycle of cruelty. A good man removing his use, an eye for an eye, stealing from those who stole, whether directly or not, they all in some way are both a reaction to a cruel world and the reason it will continue to be so. This is the premise everything is built from in the series. While each episode has a minor theme that's narrated directly to us, they still serve as the backdrop for one being developed in Vash the Stampede, our main character. His response to everything is instead kindness. Despite being a legendary gunslinger supposedly responsible for the destruction of entire cities, he actually hates conflict and refuses to take a life or even let others do so in his presence. Every minor story we mention sees the same brand of ending, the one Vash chooses. The gunsmith learns through Vash that sitting idle only means he's aiding evil by not putting any good actions into circulation. Sure, some will end in cruelty, but each one is the potential for good. If we all stopped trying, there wouldn't even be potential. The man seeking revenge gets his duel, but spares his opponent with a non-lethal wound. To kill him would only serve to make another child left behind like he was and lead to the cycle continuing again. The town which turns on Vash is inevitably saved by him once again from a pair of criminals holding their own bounty, as turning them in provides the money they needed. Despite their betrayal, Vash gives it to them just like that, because leaving them in their necessity would only mean they all slowly die, or they'd have to try desperate means once again. The sand steamer is saved by redemptive action. The killing machine is allowed the freedom he was meant to kill for so he didn't have to. Starving families are given food to make it through. The response which leads to an ideal outcome is always forgiveness or positivity or understanding. In short, it's always kindness. Despite being wronged himself or witnessing those who were and the ones who perpetrated it alike, Vash only ever takes the third option, the trope for finding the ideal outcome.
I just saw those
in a terrible
comments. I
binary
don't know why my shit didn't
situation.
refresh. Peak Slop. Now you need to scroll YouTube shorts. Yeah, that is the real Slop. My shit is kind of NPC'd though. Like my YouTube shorts is full of like cooking recipes and fucking animal edits, and like not even like the funny ones, just like the more NPC kind. You know what I mean? We gotta work on that.
Where it seems the only answers provided are death or sadness, he finds another way in generosity.
www.youtube.com/RigoBarriesa LLC Corporation, worldwide global phenomenon. Subscribe, help me get monetized.
And in many of those, this works exactly because the other options were cyclical. Do nothing and let evil happen, get revenge and leave someone wanting revenge, leave a town which tried to kill you needing to kill someone else. We see that one of the main reasons harshness persists is because it is committed by both those with good and bad intent. It feels necessary. It feels like the world runs on cruelty, and if we don't as well, will simply be the cost for it all. The world is inherently bad, right? Vash's mentality would instead be that the world is not inherently cruel. After all, if everyone ceased to do cruel things, then one day there would be both no need and no desire for them to occur, correct? We see this in how even the villains have reasons for their destructive actions, whether it's mental torture, past injustice which forced them to harden their soul, or what we can interpret as a world which taught them to take is to survive. And of course, there's much more of this across No Man's Land as well. Episode 2 makes clear that thirst and starvation are due in part to the hoarding of natural resources for wealth. The vicious butcher in episode 4 killed the people he did so he could have land to grow on and become wealthy from. And the quick draw contest of episode 10 has innocent families being held hostage for financial gain. What's driving this cruelty is greed and other negative desires, yes, but what's driving those is a limitation which states such things are the only way to be happy. Evil forming evil. There is a root, and that root seems to lie outside of mankind. If we were to wait it out, would evil end? Can we fix a world which is broken around us? Vash chooses kindness because of this. Kindness is the only response which won't perpetuate the cycle of a broken world. However, this isn't the only perspective displayed in the show, and for good reason. As many of us know, it's not always realistic to be kind in every situation, something even Vash almost falls to in episode 12. Seeing his foe slaughter innocent civilians despite Vash being his only target, the humanoid typhoon gets the most enraged of the entire series, even saying to his enemy,
Now you are also going to die.
before remembering the words of Rem, the woman who inspired him to always be kind, backing down. As he does, he makes one short, simple statement which sums this all up.
This is all I can do.
Even he knows how painful kindness can be, but it's all that can be done to root out evil. Everything else continues the cycle. As such, we see his thematic counterpart Nicholas D. Wolfwood, a traveling priest who doesn't actually hold much faith. Despite his profession, he's not someone interested in getting to the root of evil, but instead making a world which is comfortable for the...
My goat, Wolfwood. Everyone wishes they were Vash. Everyone is actually Wolfwood. 90% of you motherfuckers are.
...who's free of it.
I say you like I'm not in the bunch.
Essentially a gun for hire, using the money raised from his escapades to fund an orphanage he runs back home. It's quite a clear statement. Inflict punishment on the wicked, literally with his weapon being named the Cross Punisher, and use the spoils of doing so to provide for the innocent. He responds to harshness, like the conditions which create orphans, with a harshness of his own, directing it against those who could be argued to deserve it. This methodology is one which assumes sacrifice. The root of evil is inherent to man, and as such something will always need to be sacrificed for good. All we can do is make the...
Okie dokie.
the outcome the least evil. Wolfwood's time is much more limited than Vash's, so we have to zoom in on singular examples rather than the whole story, and his best is in episode 11, Escape from Pain. The premise is our heroes traveling with a trading caravan en route to an exclusive city. A pass is required to enter, and without that contract, the caravan would have no funds to continue. While in the caravan, they encounter Julius and Moore, a young couple seeking to escape the caravan as it somewhatly secretly deals in human lives, with Moore being the most current toll. Wolfwood takes part in helping them escape. However, upon doing so, he learns Julius is actually the pass, with a large tattoo on his arm. If he leaves, the caravan can't enter the town, can't...
Very sloppy. Mr. Alex. Super duper sloppy.
...trade and restock, and would die out in the wasteland slowly and painfully. Whether Julius and Moore escape or not, there will be suffering. However, only one pair is immediately hurt if they return, while the certain death of what could be near 100 people occurs if they leave. To him, the right and wrong of the situation are clear. Wolfwood attempts to teach them this fact and stop them, however, they refuse, stating a caravan in town which deal in human life deserve to die out anyway. Of course, halting them would be cruel, but he argues that they would be directly responsible for all these deaths. Their actions would be even more cruel than what had been inflicted upon them. A sacrifice is necessary, there is no good option, so you take the least evil one. What feeds the cycle more, a woman sold off and an unhappy man, or 50 times more people dying? However, in classic Vass fashion, he creates a third option, fake killing the couple and threatening off the search party with his reputation as the legendary and ruthless outlaw. This leads to Julius and Moore escaping, and the caravan being allowed entrance to the city anyway because they could not be held responsible for the unstoppable humanoid typhoon killing their pass in cold blood, which there were multiple witnesses to. They sent him to get them back after all. They clearly tried all they could, even to the most desperate measures. Seeing that there was a better solution, Wolfwood remarks upon his departure,
"All along I thought there had to be a sacrifice, but there was another answer after all."
Clearly the anime is at least somewhat taking the side of its main character, which is the reasonable response. But something will happen to that fact as the series progresses. Wolfwood isn't there for the entire show, but does return after a short break, leading to an outright testing of his ideals against Vash's. This happens across 4 episodes, 22 through 25. The first of the 4, Alternative, sees the pair saving an independent orphanage from attacking sandworms.
Child murder, the episode.
Worms, only for it to come to light that the worms are being controlled by one of the children, who is actually part of the Gung Ho Guns, a group of enemies sent to torment Vash. Although Vash disables his device,
I just want to say Wolfwood is still my goat.
For controlling them, he still holds the humanoid typhoon and the entire group of orphans at gunpoint, exactly because Vash refuses to shoot. He can raise his gun and shoot away the typhoons without fear. Our hero tries to talk him down, mentioning how it felt like he wasn't actually evil, but rather he was forcing himself to be so out of a flawed belief. That, like so many, cruelty bore his cruelty before, but he could change. However, resisting Vash's words, he seems ready to shoot, only to be shot himself by Wolfwood. Vash and the others react with horror, all believing wholeheartedly there was no way the gung-ho gun would actually shoot, while Wolfwood remarks that if he had done nothing, Vash would be lying there dead instead. He makes a statement similar to Vash's when he was tested on his belief earlier, saying,
"What other alternative do I have if we're going to survive?"
It's a statement that doesn't just mirror Vash's, but also the sentiment of those they helped across the series. Just like them, he's only doing what he can, even if he wishes to help as many as Vash.
www.youtube.com/RigoBarriesa LLC Worldwide Corporation, taking over the YouTube algorithm, one YouTube slot video at a time. Subscribe. Get me out of this YouTube hellhole.
So handsome.
I think. Oh, I can't buy this. What's wrong?
Hang on.
But in saving one, do you risk losing even more? Say Wolfwood held back and Vash did die right here. Is that really just one life which was lost? Imagine all those minor stories without the humanoid typhoon's input. There'd be drunks watching their towns be robbed, a daughter without her beloved father, a whole city slowly dying as their plant ceased to function, 2 lovers dead in the sand as a caravan starved. Vash may have a sordid past, but it's undeniable we witness so much good coming from his being, a slow push back against the cycle. Doesn't protecting his life also protect many more? Isn't his survival the survival of many, the same as Wolfwood, who has an orphanage depending on his life? Yes, killing someone to play it safe is doing just that, deciding on the supposed lesser evil to be safe, to be simple, rather than risking the third option.
Basically, Wolfwood represents realism in the face of a cruel world, and Vash is supposed to represent impossible positive idealism. You can't truly be 100% a pacifist that tries to save everyone when you're only capable of so much. You know what I mean? You can't cover the sun with a finger, even if your life depended on it.
Could argue it's selfish, a weak person.
Shout out Wolfwood.
Taking the weak route because, as Trigun believes, there is always another way. But what's more selfish? Dealing with the pain of making the tough call for their good, or taking away the pain of others to feel better about yourself? Choosing the pain you can handle easier. Vash doesn't get to perform his good deeds for free, even when they do work. Wolfwood is never held up in bed resting off his injuries, but Vash is multiple times. In those wasted days where he can't do anything, Wolfwood could at least be out there trying. Maybe he won't lead to the third option, to the most ideal, picturesque, everything picture-perfect ending, but he can prevent the greatest evil still. Overall, both men are toiling endlessly to reach a better world. So are they really that different? They just find a different type of pain more bearable than the other. And even if Vash is seeking an end to all this cruelty while Wolfwood is just a constant pushing it to the side, how far off is that end Vash seeks? If it's thousands of years from now when the entire world could already be dead anyway, or the conditions could have changed even more to breed more cruelty, can we really consider that end good? Since it might never actually arrive, even if it is theoretically possible, there is always a cost. Taking it upon oneself does seem the moral option, of course. But when we consider all of this, isn't the cost to oneself a cost to others as well? How can we care for others without caring for ourselves? What good does a broken...
Truly some esoteric knowledge that you can only find at www.youtube.com/RigoBarriesa LLC Worldwide Corporation. Subscribe. You can only find this knowledge here.
beaten human do against evil. An episode after Wolfwood makes the tough call is Paradise, his last appearance in the anime.
Probably the best episode in the whole show.
Here he faces off against...
If I could, I'd stream the whole thing. But YouTube sucks.
Chapel the Evergreen, the man who turned him from a hopeful child into a trained killer. We see flashbacks of his past, how he was lured into killing evil men by evil men at such a young age, saving some but always leaving others in pain as he grew. Like Vash, Wolfwood is facing up to a past he dislikes, where the bearing of that cross came early. Every action he takes is under the guidance of its weight, an inescapable force determining his life. He believes his sins are already too heavy for him to see himself as the righteous man, and so he accepts being the Grey One. Someone will always have to kill.
James Bond reference, by the way.
So it might as well be the one who's already tainted. This is the pain he takes, bearing sin for children like him to prevent more of him from ever occurring. He and Chapel face off, a fight which is all but certain to go to the death with this much bad blood and Knives' manipulation behind the scenes. However, having won and holding all the advantage over his foe, Wolfwood decides to spare his tormentor, approaching his foe with his gun dropped, a sign of pacifism which does end the battle. He did it, Vash's way, and it worked. Once again, he holds the realization there is always another way. But all isn't as it seems, as Chapel is manipulated by Legato Bluesummers, a psychic villain who can force the bodies of others to act. He makes Chapel raise his gun and fire, fatally wounding Wolfwood, who once again spares his foe. The priest makes his way to a local church after a conversation with Vash, somewhat revealing that he was contracted to bring back...
The one time in the whole show where Wolfwood decides to be nice and spare his enemy, by the way, he fucking dies. Just to really nail the point home that everyone wishes to be Vash, but you're only human, man. You're most likely going to end up being Wolfwood in this side of the equation. Which is what makes Wolfwood so endearing.
Knives safely, another reason for his decision in alternative. His final words, however, are an apology to the god he never really believed in.
My sins are so heavy. Too heavy. Too heavy to ever atone for.
He admits to being...
Great fucking scene. Follow me on Instagram. I shared that clip on my Instagram. Fucking Raver988. The best Slopstagram in the entirety of the internet. Only the best esoterica for your eyes and ears.
The selfish man, the one taking the simple path at the expense of others. It's a statement of regret and complacency with evil as that weighty cross finally catches up with him. The quite literal metaphor for his sins is too heavy for him to stand up again given his injuries, and there he dies, wishing Vash,
what does
somewhat
he say there
revealing
again?
that he was contracted to bring Vash Knives safely, another reason for his decision in alternative. His final words, however, are an apology to the god he never really believed in.
My sins are so heavy. Too heavy. Too heavy to ever atone for.
He admits to being the selfish man, the one taking the simple path at the expense of others. It's a statement of regret and complacency with evil as that weighty cross finally catches up with him.
Rio, by the way, right there. You know, even if you could sit down and argue all day, well, Wolfwood had no choice. He's only human. He had to commit those sacrifices. The idealist, humane person in you knows at the end of the day that the other option was there. And you should have went for it regardless. You know, it's not how you die, but how you live. You know what I'm saying? It's very humane, very human.
The quite literal metaphor for his sins is too heavy for him to stand up again given his injuries, and there he dies.
Okay, that's one metaphor, but I think the metaphor is given to you a lot better in the show when you meet him, and everybody always loves pointing out the fact that his cross is heavy. Because when you first meet him, he's being all mysterious about it and shit. He's like, oh, I'm just a priest, man. Like, I just walk around with a cross because I'm a priest. And every single time they ask why is it so heavy, he has this thing where it's like, my cross is heavy because it's full of mercy. And that only nails the point even harder here, because yes, his cross is heavy. His cross is very heavy.
Wishing to live, but crushed down by his sins. There was always another way, and he failed. Vash is unquestionably right. Right? However, immediately after Paradise is Sin, the episode where Vash is finally able to face down the brutal Legato Blue Summers who has been torturing him across the latter half of the anime. It's not hard for Vash to get...
The anime, at least the 98 version, doesn't touch on this, by the way, but this weirdo psychopath looking motherfucker is supposed to be an SA victim in the manga. Just saying.
The upper hand, as Legato's goal isn't to kill or stop Vash.
Sorry, sex trafficking. Well, I guess that does also involve SA to a degree, right? But he was a sex trafficking. Yeah, yada yada.
It's to inflict him with the greatest pain. Their confrontation comes with the same kind of manipulation the man has been known for, though, as appearing over the horizon are Meryl and Millie, Vash's companions, held hostage by a horde of brainwashed townsfolk. Legato gives Vash a choice: kill him and end the brainwashing, or allow his friends to die. Kill one to save two, the very ideal he and Wolfwood came to blows over. There's too many to disarm without killing them, and no way to escape with two bodies and Legato's powers acting on the situation. What is the third option? Vash hears conflicting memories while this plays out, Wolfwood's realism and Rem's idealism telling him to take different paths, but with the end imminent for two innocent people, Vash makes the call he never had before.
Holy fucking buckets. Mama, I just killed a man. YouTube, please don't fucking strike me.
10 days later, Vash awakes from his injuries, still deep into the process of recovering. But the real damage isn't to his body, which can heal on its own, but his mind, which may never do so. He's tortured, believing himself to be just as bad as the story's true villain, his brother Knives, who sent all of these villains after Vash to cause him the most pain possible. The man who crashed the siege ships and doomed humanity to constant pain.
By the way, Knives was severely underdeveloped in this show, at least in this version. He's fine. He's okay. He's whatever. He gets the job done. But, I mean, no one's walking out of the 98 version of Trigun thinking, wow, Knives. He's the reason. You know what I mean?
Meryl and Millie work around town to support them, and Vash wonders, maybe giving up the life he led.
Damn, that's sad. What's sad? How Wolfwood passes? Yeah. Not gonna lie, the first time I was watching it, like first time seeing the show and everything, it had me low-key tearing up. That doesn't really happen to me that often. Very realistic depiction of how most people would talk to themselves, you know? Everybody, especially when it comes to like sensationalized shows or shit like that, they'll always depict the death of a character and like, yeah, in like this very tragic way, but it's like very like a very fabricated sort of way of making you feel bad for the character. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of very great character deaths in literature out there, obviously, but I think what separates a death like this one compared to the rest is you have that added little essence of human regret to it. You know, you have somebody who is at the same time able to understand why they did the choices they did, but at the same time regrets themselves and holds themselves accountable for not doing what they knew they were supposed to do, which is very human, you know. It's just great. It's some good shit.
Just to stay here with them is what he should do. But as he's recovering, a passing trucker recognizes the injured man as Vash the Stampede, and they drag him out into the desert to torture and likely kill him, stating friendly that they deserve the right to do so for all he's done. To do this against the man who did destroy cities, but is also blamed for anything and everything alike. At an all-time low, Vash accepts the punishment, even when they begin to believe maybe he's the wrong man. He states no, he is the vicious criminal. He deserves this. Coming to his rescue are Meryl and Millie, the former stepping between the gunman and Vash, claiming that revenge will do nothing, all life is valuable, and everyone deserves a future. What good would killing this broken man do anyway? What would be the point but to leave her and Millie saddened? To make a world with more pain?
It's up to us to end the cycle of hatred. If we don't work to end the sorrow this time, then the cycle of pain will just continue on.
She succeeds, drawing on the conflict in the man's heart and getting him to drop his gun and leave. Despite his pain, he was good at heart. Reminded of his first inspiration Rem, who uttered such similar words, Vash is revitalized, understanding once more that there is always a path forward.
Shout out Millie Alcock. They did her fucking dirty in the reboot. Nowhere to be fucking seen. Wolfwood needs his wife. Where the fuck is she?
As he says,
even if a mistake is made, as long as a person realizes their mistake, it's possible to make it right again.
And this line is, I think, where it all really comes together. The real tragedy of the pairing between Vash and Wolfwood is that neither was really wrong. Yes, Wolfwood dies believing he was, but Vash was forced to show the opposite the very next episode. And our priest was correct in fearing the risk associated with her main character's method.
Phenomenal writing, by the way. You have, like, the most impactful death scene proving the fact that Vash is right and the pacifist route is doable and possible, and humanity should strive for that. And right when you think you have, like, the moral conclusion given to you, Vash is forced to kill on the episode straight after. It just gets flipped on its head, you know? The world is a lot more cruel than what your expectations would want you to believe.
He tried them once, one single time to replicate them, and he paid the ultimate price for it.
I think the author did a really good job of showcasing the earthly struggle when it comes to having these godly beliefs. Like, yeah, everyone wishes they were true, and everyone to some degree agrees with them, right? Fundamentally, what these beliefs entail. But, you know, it doesn't take more than 5 minutes of analyzing the world around you to just be like, dude, are you coping? You know what I mean? Like, is this just cope? Is this just an excuse for you to find a way to live? You know? Throughout the entirety of the show, Vash is always being accused of, why are you being such a pacifist? You need to kill. You're just doing this to feel better about yourself. People suffer all the time even if you don't kill. Why don't you just choose the easier option? It's all about living in a way that you can feel comfortable with, you know? And that's, like, a big thing in Christianity, too. Yeah, big allegory. You got the priest that's a killer walking around with a cross, and you got Vash the Stampede preaching pacifism, acting like the Christ-like figure in the show. Lots of allegories with Christianity. Especially if you see the reboot, the new show. I mean, those allegories hit even harder. Like, him and his brother Knives get like these angelic designs towards the end, and yeah, they're like these ungodly beings that can live for hundreds of years, and yeah, it's all there.
There was another way, yes, but there was always a cost, and the cost was...
Meryl isn't in the newer... Oh, Meryl... No, I'm sorry, I'm confusing Meryl with Millie. Yeah, Meryl got done pretty dirty. By the end, it looked like the show was building up towards her typical character in this show by the end of that one. And there's no Millie. So, yeah. You lose some and you gain some. The animation is fire, and the adaptation is fire, and yada yada. I'm yapping, bro. We're watching Slop.
On him to the bitter end, all just for the life of a villain. What happens to those orphans in Wolfwood's absence? What dries Millie's tears at the loss of someone she loved? What about all the good he did and would do, even if he sometimes knew evil was necessary? How do we weigh bearing pain for others and being strong enough to keep producing good? How do we know how much of the cost to take and when to even do so? If all the good people die for villains, who's left? What good would any of that do? The answer rests in something they both ponder in those quotes you heard: atonement. Directly as Wolfwood said, or as Vash put it, realizing one's mistakes. The priest was not incorrect in doing what a harsh world demands, and doing so in a way which ever so slowly worked towards a better world. He was incorrect in believing so late that one who was so solid could never be good again, and using that to justify never trying to be better. Think about it like this. Say that humans are inherently good and the world is what creates our flaws. We have the capacity to do evil as well as good. Even if we do many evil things, what if we do an
definitely would recommend watching the newer version first and watch the OG second, whoever wants to watch it. I slightly disagree with that. The newer version isn't even concluded yet. You kind of leave off not even halfway, sort of halfway. I feel like you get a better image of what the entirety of the Trigun story is about if you watch the OG version. So I would still for now go for the OG, but that could change depending on how they do this new season of the reboot. If it's any good, if it does it justice, then the new version overtakes the old. But as it stands for now, the old one still stays intact. That death scene kind of honestly carries the whole show for me, to be honest. The rest of the show could be slop, and that one scene would be good enough for me. But the show is still good to watch, even regardless of that scene. You could take that scene out, and the show would still be enjoyable.
Equal amount of good ones to balance them out. And what if every single person did the same thing at the same time? That would return us all to a neutral state, a world without evil, where suddenly good actions would breed good actions, rather than the depressing state of evil coming from evil, wouldn't it? Even if we remove the assumption that we as humans are inherently good, can we see how this would at least lessen the pressures drawing out our worst sides and still make the world better? There are billions of us. Not every single one has to be kind in every single situation. All we need to do is pull our own weight, make our giving equal to our taking. It's a hopeful idea Trigun holds in statements like everyone deserves a future. It's saying that no matter our sins, if we atone properly, we can always regain the value inherent.
Does that not literally sound like Christianity? I'm just saying. It's like very rub on the nose at times, and this is like one of those moments where it's like, if you just atone for your sins, you will be redeem yourself. Very noble, very true. Obviously, I find a lot of beauty in that, but I think it's very funny to point that out. It's just so weird to me seeing a Japanese artist making a Christian-based story. It just doesn't happen. You know, the Japanese aren't typically Christian, so it's just a nice oddity
to a human life. If this is the case, if we only need to do as much good as we do evil at the bare minimum, then why does Vash, who gives entirely of himself to no end for others, get to live? While Wolfwood, who did many devilish things but also helped many and was genuinely kind, have to die? Isn't Trigun actually saying that the only option available is to show kindness whatever the situation and cost to oneself, and that anything else is selfish? Well, it very well might be. When you take its direct and preachy statements into consideration, especially from Vass's inspiration Rem, who at one point even sides with a man who is physically abusive to her sons and says things like no one has the right to take the life of another, and then the forgiveness it forces people to show, even to men who viciously beat their daughters, all these things throughout the series, it certainly seems to be exclaiming that we must forgive and forget all sins against us. Combined with how much toll is placed on Vash, this worsens. We don't just have to forgive and forget, it seems to be saying, but we have to do it no matter the cost to us. This is Vash's body. Where Wolfwood most openly bear the cross, Vash instead carries these marks deforming his body, ones which will never go away. They're not heavy, and one would forget about them hidden under clothes, so they seem to be better than the cross, even if they mark one so deeply, only for the sake of others. It's almost presenting this self-sacrifice as freeing compared to the alternative weight. Meryl even quite directly says,
So those scars are the price you paid for dealing with your opponents without killing them.
When she sees him like this for the first time. With all of this taken into account, it's hard not to say that Trigun is preaching a tired, old message of tolerance even when towards the intolerant. In a time where we want to give you free healthcare and some people don't deserve rights are somehow taken as equally dangerous viewpoints, this mindset and this brand of centrism Rem showed is legitimately dangerous. Was the fate of the human race worth one drunkard who messed up their plans and beat her sons? Believe people when they tell you who they are. You have no obligation to forgive people when they themselves put in no effort to show they deserve forgiveness. If we forgave every asshole who stole and assaulted and more, then we'd have a bunch of good people suffering so that a select few evil people could live freely.
let me break this. Let me break this down for you, buddy. It's already fucking happening. Holy fucking buckets. www.youtube.com/Rigo Reactions LLC Corporation Worldwide. Only here will we break down the scientific knowledge.
It's giving up the freedom.
Not for real though, like that very obviously is happening. Evil people run the world. I mean, for the love of God, P. Diddy's coming out by 2027. There. Okay, yeah. Hell's here.
Social contract is supposed to grant us so that they may go outside of it, and that's not right. There is no way that is healthy. So it was hard for me to reconcile that one of my favorite series was saying something I hated. I was ready to point out the flaws in its logic and tear down its message, and I wrote a whole accidental video on coming to terms with the problematic aspects of things we love to try and deal with this feeling. It's hard for me to not love this anime, even with its accidentally hilarious eye catch. It's
love this anime, right? It was produced by Madhouse back when Madhouse was making a name for itself. Goated ass production house and everything, right? But yeah, this anime has like some cheap ass sequences. When the animation is top notch, it's top notch. And for the most part, it's a vibe. It's got that typical 90s aesthetic to it. You get shit like this sometimes.
Janky animation, it's direct and preachy statements. It still produces some of the most impactful moments I've ever seen, despite...
I think the best way to put this series would be like, it's fairly cheaply produced, and some elements are a little on the rough edge, but it's got a freaking heart of platinum gold. Like, if the story it wants to tell you couldn't be more legitimate and profound. It's just, it's got that oomph.
All of this, and I genuinely feel its heart was in the right place.
I love Millie and... Oh, yeah, Millie and Wolfwood's relationship. You know, Millie and Wolfwood's relationship was, like, strictly an anime thing? Like, none of the girls in the manga... Well, Millie and Vash, I think there's, like, a minor romance there. But, like, the girls in the manga don't really fall into that much of a romance. It's, like, strictly an anime thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for it. I think it's done extremely well. They have a lovely relationship thing going on. But, yeah. Who do you relate to more, Vash or Wolfwood? 1,000,000%. Ideally, I wish I could sit down and be like Vash. You know, everyone wishes they could be Vash, but we're only human. You know, I think Wolfwood is 1,000,000 times more endearing and lovable. So I mean, Vash is too. You know, they're both extremely endearing characters, but for different sides of the spectrum. You know, you look at Vash like you would view a Superman figure. It's like somebody that wants to do good all the time and yet somehow always finds the way, and it's something that you find inspiring. Meanwhile, Wolfwood is a lot more realistic and someone you can see yourself being. That's how I would put it.
Just a bit naive. So I tried to recontextualize that possibly flawed logic seen in Trigun into an adaptation of its message, which we begin when we spoke about atonement. We'll continue now to see how it's furthered in Vash's suffering. There's another reason why Vash lives and Wolfwood dies. Vash is a plant, an independent version of those biogenerators which support life on no man's land. His feats of what at first appear to be locked...
Fuck with Goku's... Kakaroto. Vegito. Shout out Goku. Shout out Goku. He's my favorite cartoon, for real.
...that second appear to be skill are also due to the immense energy and unbreakable form bestowed upon him. He could die like anything else, but he's lived for over 130 years so far, and it hasn't...
Yeah, Vash is 130 years old by the time of this fucking show, by the way.
...happened yet. His power is terrifyingly destructive. The crumbling of the City of July, which earned him his extreme bounty, despite his loving nature, it is true. He did that. Vash...
Goku's my favorite, My Little Pony. Rio. I think Goku is definitely Rainbow Dash coded. I'm just saying. www.youtube.com/Rigoberry Global LLC Corporation. Only here.
Destroyed the entire city. And he did it again with Augusta, which we see in episode 16, Fifth Moon. These were mostly forced by his brother Knives, but it was done with Vash's angel arm, the way all this energy he carries as a plant is expressed. And the result of this destruction, even though it directly killed no one, led to starvation, which led to cruelty, which led to death, which continued the cycle. We see this in episode 6, Lost July, where a plant engineer tries to get revenge on Vash for this fact. At the age of 3, she was orphaned in the chaos that followed July's early death. While the responsibility Vash should truly bear for this is questionable, given it was really down to his brother's actions, and also that the idea of, I'm just as bad as the villain for being forced to kill one person is tired and false, he takes it on himself and seeks to atone. This could be seen as why he does anything and everything at a cost to himself to help others. Because like Wolfwood, his sins are that heavy and he must atone. He brought untold harshness to this world, and so he must balance it out with extreme good. So much is expected of him not because it's the standard, but because he holds the power to level an entire city and did. Because he can survive what a normal human can't. Vash doesn't live because he was right. He lives because he's powerful. And Wolfwood doesn't die because he was wrong. He dies because he never atoned. We don't need to forgive every transgression. We don't need to give of ourselves to the point of death. We only need to atone for the evil we marred this earth with, doing our part to one day reach the root.
I'm just saying, it doesn't get more Christian than that. You can't fix the world, but you can fix your own evils. I'm just saying.
Eats is dishing up Thanksgiving deal.
It's just so weird to me. I'm gonna point this out again. That a Japanese man did a whole story about Christianity of all things. What are the fucking odds?
Save 30% on
like, you think this motherfucker got ostracized in his family? Oh, you are Christian.
hundreds
You
of
must
sides,
be banned.
like rolls.
And
by the way, I totally forgot. www.youtube.com/RigoBarriesa. Help me escape the YouTube ad slop. I need YouTube Premium. As of now, we need the monetization. Subscribe.
This is expressed.
Miles Morales is my favorite Ranger. Yes.
In the final episode titled Under the Sky So Blue, which features Vash's ultimate confrontation with his brother Knives. In previous episodes, we see the difference in their mentality. Seeking to save a butterfly stuck in a spider's web, Vash sets about carefully breaking the web, while Knives jumps in and crushes the spider in one swift blow. Vash is enraged at this, saying he wanted to save both, but Knives says there is no way to. If you save the butterfly, then the spider just starves. One will always have to die. This is what leads him to hate humanity, who he sees as a drain on other life. They're the spiders killing the butterflies. The anime never addresses this point past that. Vash just screams about...
By the way, if that motivation sounds half-baked as shit, it's because it is. When the anime was being adapted, there was only like 6 volumes of the fucking manga. The motherfuckers had like nothing to work off of when it came to the villain. They had little to nothing. They quite literally freeballed it. And this is like such a gross minimization as to why Knives is the villain. Ultimately, it is like a whole purifying thing. Knives hates humans, and he wants to, like, you know, take care of his own race of plants. And he's playing the whole Hitler role thing. My race is better than yours. But it's explained a lot better in the manga. You get a whole proper justification and get proper trauma for the guy. And yeah, all you get in the fucking anime is I gotta kill the spider because spiders kill butterflies. Ha ha ha! I'm evil. Which is, it works, I guess. You only see that motherfucker for like 2-3 episodes max. At most, it's like 10 minutes of content with his ass. So what fucking ever. Yeah. The Knives is definitely one of the weaker parts of the show, but thank God he's not on it for long.
Wanting to save everything, but there's no solution giving. He's just a kid throwing a tantrum. But I think atonement can be the answer. To some degree, yes, we will all be guilty of taking to live. Resources are not as finite as we've been led to believe, and all of humankind could really exist off what we have, but what we have is at the cost of other life on this planet. We must consume life to ourselves live. If we stick to a strict definition of morality, we can say that we will all commit some degree of evil in this. But we can always make up for it. We can always be kind and pay back what we took. We don't have to fall to the idea that we are inherently evil just because.
My bad, bro. I didn't mean to commit that rug pull on you and crypto scam you out of your entire fucking 401k. If I pray to Jesus, you'll forgive me, right, bro?
Because life consumes life. I think this is one case where the other way is truly kindness.
By the way, I hate this, like, I hate this girl's minimization of it. I'm not like a full believer in like the Christian God, right? I consider myself more on the agnostic angle. There's something out there, I don't know what. I wouldn't wager that it's the Christian God or the Buddhist God or any other God, but it's something, right? But I think it's very dumb, and I think it's like down to the level of like possessing no fucking media literacy when motherfuckers like, well, the Bible preaches if you're a killer and you sin all the way to when you die, if you just beg for forgiveness on your deathbed, you'll go to heaven. No, it does not. No, it doesn't work like that. It does, but it doesn't. You're like, you're missing the forest for the trees. You know what I mean? There's still some atonement to be made, but essentially down the line, yes, you would go, but not without paying the proper dividends, at least according to what the Bible states. But the Bible also has slavery terms in it, so make of that what you will.
To make up for that, which we can't help anyway. But back in action and ready for the final showdown, Vash is given Wolfwood's Cross Punisher to take on his journey to face the evil brother. After a protracted battle, his former friend's weapon is what saves his life. The disarmed Vash is about to be killed by Knives, who holds all the advantage, when he remembers the Cross Punisher is beneath him. He reaches for it and uses it not to kill Knives.
Holy fucking buckets, he uses the power of God. Lord have mercy.
But to wound him and regain control, ultimately...
Holy fucking buckets.
In the same position his brother was just in. And here, he decides to spare his foe, determined that even the most evil villain could be rehabilitated. That no one is truly born evil and that the cycle can end. Here he...
By the way, the final fight that they have is really well done. I will say that.
He uses the weight of his sins for good, turning a past mistake that he now carries the weight of into creating a better future. He can't help what's done and gone, but it can motivate a better future. Trigon's atonement is hopeful. Isn't some idea that we must suffer for the evil that we have wrought, but that there is always some way we can balance it out with kindness. To be human is to rise above what is natural. Look at how they got to no man's land, or for us at the cities we live amongst in our world. We escaped most of that harsh natural cycle. To claim we must be evil because of nature ignores how much we've done to grow and change, even if it wasn't all for the better. We showed that we can always right this ship even if the efforts will be intense, that we can escape anything considered natural cruelty. Another reason I feel I'm technically disagreeing with Trigon is how Knives' story ends. Despite having only ever expressed ill intent, Vash takes on the responsibility of saving him. He takes on the atonement for his brother. And I feel that is wrong. That's doing what we said earlier and allowing evil to prosper at the cost of freedom. I think the answer for our own world...
Yeah, that's where the show also kind of falters. Again, the manga. Hopefully the reboot with the second part coming out next year. Hopefully they do this more justice. But they get a lot more deeper as to why Vash feels the need to take care of his brother. And that is explained a lot better. And at the end of the day, there is like a brotherly love dynamic going on, where like, you know, like any family member, even assuming you have like a proper love for your family, no matter how despicable they can end up being, a part of you will always want to make sure they're at least okay in the sense that they're alive. You know what I mean? And if you look at the end of the manga as well, I get who gives a fuck about spoilers, right? But Knives ends up actually giving his life to save his brother, using his last bit of power. So you get this like very cool dynamic of brotherly love going on between them, where they both love each other, but for vastly different reasons. Knives. Brown boy. Knives mainly comes from a place of selfish idealism of considering himself above, and him and his brother are the exception, and he needs to take care of his brother because his brother doesn't see it that way, and oh my god, my brother is deluded. And Vash sees Knives as deluded because dude, you're not God, you're human, and yeah, there's like a much better chemistry that gets broken down so much better than what is shown here. Yeah.
World of when to forgive is complicated, but it definitely isn't that. I don't believe anyone is owed forgiveness, and the idea that we must let them off easy and places the responsibility to be mature on victims. I don't believe someone who shows no kindness deserves it themselves. But it is also true that if no one forgives and no one is kind, then our world will stay harsh forever. It's true that a lot of the cruelty we respond to things with is because we were hurt, because we witnessed cruelty before. It's hard to say that not everyone deserves kindness because it betrays an idealism rooted so deeply in me. I want to believe all humans are beautiful creatures who can make a beautiful world. But we've seen so far that if...
The thing is, Knives became more loving, I guess. Hell no! Knives is quite literally Hitler here. He thinks he's God and wants to annihilate the human race. No. At the end of the day, he sort of goes through a redemption arc because he is willing to give up his life for his brother, because at the end of the day, no matter how much self-obsession he has and how much ideals he has, nothing will surpass the love that one has for their family. Yeah, it's done so much better in the manga. It's shit here, but it's done so much better in the manga.
Not impossible, it's at least...
When he was going to die? Oh, you mean... Oh, are you talking about the reboot towards the end when he gets fucking deep fried? Well, yeah. I think the reboot is doing a better job of showing that brotherly chemistry as to... Fucked up and evil. Yeah, you do get that backstory. They had like an older sister that got experimented on and shit, and like that caused him to hold resentment. And like you do see a lot more of Knives trying to reason with his brothers. Like, dude, like you don't see how fucked up these people are. And like any good villain, Knives does make a point, but he takes it too far. You know what I mean? But the new show is doing a better job of showing that chemistry between the two of them. So. Yeah. What we watching, boys? Holy fucking buckets. All this slop to conquer. Absolute Batman needs to retire. Bro, you didn't see? He beat the fuck out of Bane. Motherfucker dropped the building on Bane. Crazy fucking drop. Holy fucking buckets. What the hell do I watch? Holy fucking buckets. Absolute scat, man. Holy shit. I'm in 5 billion in 1 year. Elon Musk could never. Booty influencers. Oh, Jesus. No, why'd I no!
Wait a sec.
Oh, I clicked on another video. Thank God. Okay, good. He becomes more Disneyland, bruh. I am trying to review Slop here. I'll personally review Disneyland when we go. I'll have my Slop review. Holy fucking buckets. We got Loser Reads Hater Comments 4. 15 million views 9 years ago. Holy fucking buckets. This might be it. This might be it. I did not look this up. This was just randomly recommended in my feed again 9 years later. Yo, Frank, what the fuck is this bullshit, man?
Oh shit, I know that guy. What'd it do?
You gotta make a fucking video, man.
I'm clearly busy right now with my friends.
Shut the fuck up and get your ass home, man.
Shit.
Dude, this is already standing the fucking test of time. 35 seconds in, and I swear to God, this is like 6 separate clips on TikTok for Brain Rot. Already. This is fucking genius. Holy fucking shit.
Fine.
No, come back here. Where the fuck you going, nigga?
You know Papa's gonna come back. You know Papa's always looking out for everybody.
Fucking filthy ass nigga.
All right, let's relax, pal.
Back the fuck up right now.
Now it don't gotta be like this.
I don't care about your video, nigga.
I got you, fam.
Oh.
Low tier. Oh, yeah, that's the perfect rabbit hole to go down under. Let me tell you about the most delusional motherfucker in Lancaster.
You know what's the funniest thing? Is that low tier God is like $100,000 in debt. And what is it? He obviously goes live stream like him playing video games and shit. And what is it?
Here,
This video will contain spoilers for the original Final Fantasy VII.
No, not you, the
and
video.
the entire.
Okay. So, low tier God. Started getting popular in the early 2010s. Started getting popular in the late 2000s on Street Fighter 4, right? He started in the FGC, the fighting game community, with Street Fighter 4 tournaments. He went by low tier God because the whole thing was that he would choose the shittiest characters in every single fighting game and like be the best at it, right? But the problem with this motherfucker is that he was always fucking buns. He was always fucking buns. He got fucking pranked on, slammed on, and ridiculed on every single competition that he ever fucking went on. But he was obviously also a streamer. But as he kept on streaming, and he low-key became a bigger figure over his fucking antics and being a damn dumbass and sucking at fucking fighting games, people ended up uncovering his past, like the fact that he is over $100,000 in debt, has an unclaimed daughter that he wants nothing to do with, groomed a 17-year-old girl while he was 24, and also I think he beat that same chick or another one. But there's a full legal case. It's in the documents of DV, and there's also a whole case of child support with his name on it. His full name is Dale Emmanuel Wilson from Lancaster, California. The bum of the century.
Okay, but I'm telling you about how he goes on live and
Right. Not done. So here's the thing. Dale is still delusional. And to this day, after being exposed for beating a woman, abandoning his child, and being over $100,000 in debt, living in Section 8 in fucking Lancaster, California, this dude is still delusional and still feels the need to stream video games like he's any sort of fucking relevant. He tries to act like he's all cool in this shit. And every single time he hops on fucking either Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, this dude gets fucking pranked. I'm telling you, they hop on his voice chat, and the first thing they say is, take care of your daughter, Dale. They don't even say hi, they don't even say fuck you, they don't even say you're lame, they just say, take care of your daughter. And this dude immediately exits every single time.
How people restream his streams and they get way more money than him.
Alright, so the pranks got so bad. That there was this one guy that eventually started restreaming him to make money, because since they would get pranked on, and he'd ban everybody that would prank him, which would mean that nobody would be able to see his stream because he'd ban everybody, but people would want to see him stream so that they would be able to see him get pranked on, but they also didn't want to go to his stream and give him the numbers and the support. So something called restreamers started popping up. Whereas they would restream Low Tier God's stream, but they would get more streamers than Low Tier God, and they would also get more donations than Low Tier God, which would cause Low Tier God to fucking spiral, because you got motherfuckers just restreaming the shit that he's already doing, making 3-4 times the amount of fucking money that he is. And it got so bad that one of these restreamers had accounts. He said, collecting money to pay off Dale's debt, $130,000. And you want to know what's even worse? he collected it. He got $130,000. And that was a day to be alive in YouTube live history.
Every single time they said, oh.
He comes up with an excuse, just blurts it out before he ends.
Get the fuck out my fucking
Oh, the plug.
You suspended for life too. All you bum niggas that get a high off playing me, you're gonna have to pay to play me. I'm not playing you for real at all. And then especially when
Why
I
did
beat
you rage quit?
multiple times, just literally sitting in my chair like a sunken. You are suspended.
I need to find a compilation. I need to find a compilation of this shit.
No!
When you drop 20 candies, you can join the lobby again. And so then, stay on the outside like a SpongeBob me. I'm done with it. That nigga's
like a sponge.
Yeah, I want Crips.
Yeah, I'm just a huge fan of cats in general. Covenant sex dolls, maybe. Might have a bendy on its forehead, you press it. So here's the thing with the Covenant sex dolls. Let's pause.
Oh, no, this ain't the one. I need to find the video of that streamer that makes that money. What was his name? What the, babe, you remember that guy's name? No. Restreamer makes LTG's debt. Oh, Jadeon. Yeah, even Jadeon got on a fucking live stream to roast the fuck out of this, man. It was, yeah, it was pretty bad. Oh my god, this is such a good one. Somebody, all right, this is like one of the more recent pranks. Let me tell you how deep this fucking rabbit hole goes. Some donor went out of his way to donate low tier God up to $15,000 in a month, and before low tier God had the opportunity to cash out the check of his lifetime, this motherfucker went through PayPal and requested a return. Rug pulled his ass like it was a goddamn crypto scam. Give me that fucking money back. It was insanity.
Why'd you say Rip Porter Park? What happened? I just don't understand why people come here, act like a major supporter, and then just pull dumb. It's always some when it comes to me. I don't know what the fuck, but the nigga definitely rug pulled all the fucking candies on Emerald. Yeah, I was like, without saying too much, I was just like, where did XYZ go? I'm
shit.
Here, honey.
Or is it just low tier ROG? I think it's just low tier ROG.
Here.
Man, this nigga LTG changed, man. This nigga don't even play fighting games no more. This nigga be talk about ROG this, ROG that. Like, man, I miss the LTG that was just sitting here playing Street Fighter 5 for hours. Like, I miss the LTG to just turn on the stream and just play fighting games for just hours, bro. Like, I miss that type shit. What am I supposed to do? Go home and be like, damn, like, hey, baby.
I am struggling to find a good video to show y'all right now, but I swear to God, I need to put y'all on game. This dude has so many clips, so many freaking, just.
You said tell you a bedtime story? All right, let me give you a quick one. Once upon a time, there was a naughty,
Cody and Noah got a great video on pay
crispy,
pigs. It's a wild concept. Oh yeah,
black
locals, pay pigs. Yeah.
adolescent child. And his neighborhood. He caused all type of ruckus and turmoil, knocking over people's mailboxes, breaking fire extinguishers, stealing pieces of chicken out the local fried chicken
Hold
spot.
on, I think I just found some gold. This might be a good. LTG quits Roblox because of the trolls not letting him beat a kid's game. This is perfect. This might be the one.
It's already 11?
How the fuck you started? Bro, you legit can't play this. I just pressed select. You can't.
Can you move this over there, honey?
You might see how much of a fucking boomer this motherfucker is. He's 40, gonna be 41. He turned 41.
Anything that he hears, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just block you.
41, $130,000 in debt, living in Section 8 housing, abandoned his daughter,
And it's funny.
disowned by his family.
Every single time someone donates him money, it's just them fucking criticizing the shit out of it. Just for them to block him.
Oh, why you gotta press select and then A? Damn, this nigga's already in here with me.
Puya just linked up with 1900 Rugrat.
So we gotta escape from
Bro. Can we discuss why the fuck 1900 Rugrat backed down from a fucking Diss Wars? In 1900 Rugrat was supposed to hop on a Diss Wars stream with Jace on with Black Boy Max.
Oh.
And he just bailed.
Really?
He just bailed.
Who's that?
It's okay if you don't know who they are.
No,
But
I know who Black Boy. He's the one that did
Black Boy Max is the producer.
Yeah, did he?
He's got those songs with like Laser Dim and shit.
With Ian too, right?
Yeah. He was trying to say Ian is gay, and I was trying to tell Nino Pace to not fuck with him because of it.
I mean, Ian did do a freaking remix of New Jeans. ETA.
Wait, who was trying to say Ian is Rugrat? Oh, Rugrat was trying to say Ian is gay, and was trying to tell Nino Payne not to fuck with him.
Who that? I was on there.
A white boy gatekeeping the hip hop game is crazy. Just saying. A hip hop guest telling people who to and not to, who not fuck with, like he had to get invited into the party, is crazy.
Bro, don't tell me these niggas are in here trying to. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yo, I can't outrun this nigga. Bro, how the
Notice how this fucking bum can't even have fun on a kid's game. It's supposed to be a kid's game. Any streamer who's on a kid's game like this and gets pranked on will just laugh it off and try to have a good time. For the views. For the slop. But LTG is too much of a fucking bum and feels the need to be impressing all the time.
How the fuck am I supposed to outrun this dude? I don't want to buy no damn coil. Get this shit off my fucking screen.
I don't want to buy no damn coil. It's funny, like, this is like a microcosm of the kind of bum that he is.
Here's a little piece of the 200K you'll make this year.
Alright, yeah, next time you talk, I'm gonna ban you. How about that?
Wait, what did he say? Polly Gee tip $3.33. Here's a little piece of the 200K I'll make. Oh, so this is a restreamer. This is a restreamer right here. So a restreamer tipped this motherfucker $3 and is like, here's a little piece of the 200K I'm making off of you this year. They'll go out of their way to just comment on, I'm making money off of you, you fucking bum.
Here's a little piece of the 200K you'll make this year.
Alright, yeah, next time you talk, I'm gonna ban you. How about that?
Top every single
Oh my god, he
and he gets so like,
somebody called him
triggered.
out for wearing the same fake Gucci shirt for like 2 streams in a row, and he legit had a 30-minute breakdown because of it. If you are young, black, and proud, and you don't get upset that a young black man like me is wearing the same it was a Balenciaga tee. The same Balenciaga tee that I wore yesterday. Comment a W down below.
Hey, Mod, somebody ban that dude out of my chat. There's a little piece of you getting banned out of my fucking chat. That Paulie D dude. Yeah, ban that dude. Lying about his salary and they gonna donate $3. I knew you was a fuck.
Lied about his salary. No, I don't think he meant salary, brother. Nah, I don't think he meant salary.
Fuck out of here, bro. Bro, how do you even press the button in this bitch? Don't tell me I gotta buy something to press a button.
Bro.
Man, this shit just keep fucking me over. And you can't get it off because they try to get you to buy something every time. Alright, so how the fuck you supposed to outrun this thing? I don't have a weapon, so why is this shit only chasing me? Y'all don't have no fucking guns or weapons or nothing like that?
Bro.
This shit.
Everyone's just chasing him in the lobby right
Bro,
now.
you got a bazooka. Why is this nigga still chasing us?
Hold up. Y'all ready for the best intro of all time?
Dale. Stop saying that. Are you stupid?
Piss jug disposal. Yeah, that's another one. That's another the piss jug disposal room. He also got called out for pissing in bottles in his room.
Ew.
Yeah, because he's streaming for 8 to 10 hours a day to make less than minimum wage. Because he'll be damned if he needs to get a goddamn job by the grown ass fucking age of like 30s and 40s. To the point where like to be able to stay streaming and playing video games, he like pee in bottles while streaming. He also got called out for that. He also got called out because his ex roommate exposed his ass for shitting on the shower bathtub. He had this thing where like he'd feel the need to like defecate in the bathtub and like wash at the same time, because apparently he thought it was hygienic. You fucking yeah.
Bro, you're 40. How you not know how to?
Trigun Stampede episodes 1 through 3. Trigun was one of the great pillars of 90s anime, returns to the forefront with its revival series by Studio Orange. In the studio's seemingly never-ending quest to prove that CGI in anime doesn't always have to be terrible. And they make a decent case of these first few episodes. While Vash feels like he came from Borderlands, there's a lot of great dynamic movement.
Dale. Stop saying that. Are you stupid?
Oh, bro, that clip is hilarious. I'm gonna put that. Come on, Dale. Come on, Dale. Come on, Dale. You're gonna win this up. If it pops up, it's gonna be a banger. Every night. This one's a classic. Every
night. You fucking biscuit ass, fucking whack ass Aaron Carter looking ass nigga.
Get on the game. Stop touching those kids. Kill yourself.
Shut the fuck looking ass nigga.
Get on the game. Stop touching those kids.
Stop touching those kids. Bro, I'm telling you, this was like a daily occurrence. Daily.
You fucking biscuit ass, fucking whack ass Aaron Carter looking ass nigga.
Get on the game. Stop touching those kids. Kill yourself.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. You niggas don't want to fucking pull up and do shit.
He's talking about y'all don't want to pull up as he's like actively leaving the fucking match and the guy isn't hearing. What a bum.
Every night.
Every night. every night.
What's going on YouTube? Back at you with another video. This is low
tier.
God.
By the way, of course, Daryl Waston is the biggest Drake fan you'll ever see. Biggest Drake fan you'll ever see. And what's he listening to right here? PYT.
Yeah,
Pretty young thing.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was just trying to say he likes them young. Mentally untouchable. Street Fighter V, the golden era. Oh my god, LTG on the brink of tears over a t-shirt. This is the clip.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code.
I gotta put this.
This
if
is
y'all
base
are not
44.
upset for
This
seeing
is
a
the
young
first look.
black man wearing the same Balenciaga tee.
It's over. Like, fuck your mom. Asian on my dick. I'm extremely flattered because you'll lose your honor if your parents find out that you're stalking a black man. I'm honored. An Indian, honored. Middle Eastern, honored. Black, disgusted. Blacks, y'all gotta get off my.
Self-hatred
You know what I'm
is real.
saying? Like, I'm gonna wear. You know what? I should wear another Balenciaga shirt on stream tomorrow just to piss you off. Especially if it's a T already rocked before in the real world. F***ing bum. What's wrong with these motherfucking wrongs, bro? Fix the hairline. Get a crispy cut.
This video is edited, by the way. 5 minutes in, you're already hearing about the freaking Balenciaga tee. If they had to edit this bitch out, and it's already 19 minutes, he had to have been ranting for like 25 to 30 minutes.
You worried about the I'm doing? I'm minding my own business on my stream. Another black on my dick. Damn, can I get some Asian haters, some white haters, some Indian haters, some real Hispanic haters? Can you blacks do something else?
Oh, low tier God. Oh, low tier God. I'm right here. I'm right here, papi. It's all good. He's asking for Mexican haters. I'm right here. I'm just picking up the beck and call. I'm Batman.
Damn. Hit the gym. Go get a CDL, a trade, or something, bro. Why is it always, since I was in the first, second grade, it's always bothered me? Like, get off my deck. Why have I only ever caught fade with this? How come I never had a fist fight with a white guy, with an Asian guy, with an Indian guy, with a f***ing Hispanic guy? The fuck? Come catch this thing, bro.
Grown ass man standing up on the fucking screen talking about, come catch this fade, bro. Come catch this fade, bro. Come catch this fade, bro. Lancaster Day, man. Come catch this fade, bro.
That shit makes me sick. Every time I see is somebody of my ethnicity hating on me, that shit make me sick. Like, would a cycle ever stop? How? I don't give a. Whoever this is behind the screen can have the game, bro. Congratulations. Would a cycle ever stop, bro? Why is it always that are hyper focused on me? I'm not in competition with no black. And y'all just leave me up. Shout out to all my positive black people in here.
All right here.
If you black and positive in my stream today, and you're not upset at me for wearing
this
Balenciaga
t-shirt
t-shirt a million times on stream, give yourself a f***ing goddamn clap.
You'll hear this man like he is dead ass about to cry.
The f***? I wish I would watch a stream and get pissed at them wearing a f***ing Balenciaga tee. I'm not even mad. I'm disgusted. I swear I've never watched a stream in my life and seen them wear a f***ing goddamn designer tee.
Well, that's enough of the low tier Balrog rabbit hole. He's a fucking bum. Holy fucking buckets.
Honey, look. This is how much I'm gonna pay.
For what? Bro, how the hell are you getting Hawaiian Bros at 12 p.m.?
They do open till 3 a.m.
Oh my god. Well then, yeah, get it. I'm just surprised it's even open.
Okay. Guys, what do you guys want? I'm just kidding.
Yo, who's still on stream, by the way?
No one.
I see Jacob, I see...
Me?
I'm assuming that's Max, but it says Alex, though. I don't know if that's
No,
Max.
that's, I think it's Eric.
Oh, Eric? Wait, if it's Eric, why does it say Alex?
You want a musubi? Okay, sure. I'll throw you one. Jacob, what do you want?
Low tier God versus low tier rocks. Elon Musk is not a genius. Holy fucking buckets, the Tesla man. www.youtube.com/Rigo 89445 LLC Worldwide Corporation. Join the movement. Join the esoteric knowledge and help me become monetized to escape this YouTube slop hell. For only then shall I can afford the YouTube Premium.
Elon Musk is an idiot, and so are Zuck and SBF.
Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Sam Bankman.
He's not an idiot.
Society. Elon Musk. Mark Zuckerberg. Society.
Wait, Elon Musk created Tesla, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Society. Tesla. Billionaires.
Free. For years, we've all been told that these tech types
Alex middle name? Oh, okay. Okay, okie dokie.
are literal geniuses, visionary thinkers who earned their power through sheer intellect. But after what we've seen over the past few months, I think we finally need...
Do you have a source on that?
Babe, before we go to my sister's,
source?
we're gonna go to Walmart to get a dessert, probably.
Trust me, bro. I'm the source. Huh?
Before we go to my sister's, we're gonna get a dessert to bring. Cause,
No. No.
Cause my sister Suegra is gonna make tamales and probably a lasagna and more other things. She's making the green and red tamales.
No. Just kidding. That sounds good.
once and for all that these people are fucking idiots.
Not the curse words. What the chungus?
And they have been the entire time. I mean, just look at what's happening. Self-proclaimed real-life Iron Man Elon...
He's not genius. He's just good at... He's just good at advertisement.
Go bankrupt.
Well, I wonder if that move aided in getting Trump in office again. I'm just saying.
Isn't it he has like a software that can
Yes
like,
or no,
look into,
chat?
like Mars or something like that?
Yeah, he announced years ago he had this mission to go to Mars. No one's going to fucking Mars. No one's going to fucking Mars. Ain't shit over there. That's number one. Number two. Yeah, we're not going to Mars. Yeah, that's a whole rabbit hole.
Wait, do you want guava passion fruit?
Sure, yeah.
Did Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter and rebrand to X affect this election?
No.
No?
No.
You guys must not be Twitter users then.
Of course I'm not a fucking Twitter user. Do I look like a loser to you? Number one. Number two, even if I was, why the fuck does it matter who the hell bought Twitter and what it changed to and how much they issued propaganda to my face? I choose what the hell I want to believe in regardless of the kind of propaganda that's given to me. You have to be a different kind of gullible dumbass. Can it be me? www.youtube.com/RegalBarriesa LLC Worldwide Corporation. Esoterica knowledge worldwide. Only here do we develop our own capacity for thinking.
If you've spent any time on Twitter, you would have seen the absolute landslide victory by Trump. In my opinion. I saw it. Bro.
I'll bring a Bugatti. Unironically, well, I mean, let's be real here.
No.
What has more use?
Well,
A $1 million Bugatti or a $50,000 Tesla? The Bugatti, the Aura Farm. Do you even Bugatti, bro? Do you even Bugatti, bro?
okay, but does a Bugatti have like Christmas sounds connected to your Tesla? Oh wait, how's it?
Okay, but
Does it make fart
but the
sounds
Bugatti
too?
doesn't look like a fucking soybean. But the Bugatti has aura. You know what the Bugatti is? Testosterone. Man. Raw.
No, you don't have Bugatti.
Can it drive itself?
Yeah, can it drive
A
itself?
real man doesn't
When you're
need to
real
be
tired?
driven. A real man doesn't need to. I'm the man. I will drive. Give me the
Does the Bugatti flash his lights how a Tesla do?
Well, I mean, the Bugatti has better lights than the Tesla.
Oh, never mind. I take that back.
The Bugatti has better lights than a Tesla, yeah.
The entire discourse of the platform is right-wing dominated.
Boy Emperor Mark Zuckerberg just laid off 11,000 people. At the same time, he's wasting $36 billion.
Bro, seriously, how old is this video if he's talking about the acquisition of Twitter? That's like so forever ago.
You want spam musubi too, or no?
Just go buy and spam musubi because of the comments. I'm fucking dead. 1 year ago?
What? Spam musubi is
Bro,
good.
Bro, when did Twitter turn to X? Was it a year ago?
No, that was 2 years ago. I
What the fuck?
Few dollars on a metaverse no one wants to use.
You also have Zuckerberg's rebrand,
Oh my God, Jasmine
his
Flores.
PR campaign to become a bro.
Flores.
He's got like a gold chain, wears an oversized tee.
Oh my god, you remember that era? Mark Zuckerberg was trying to get the sauce.
What sauce?
He was like fully becoming swagged out and shit. He broke up with his Asian wife and shit. And then he started like wearing designer clothing and Cuban links.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Are you serious?
Yeah, everyone was like, "Why the fuck?"
He's like,
This
she
is like
broke,
me.
I'm up.
Like, he does MMA now. He's based.
That's crazy.
He eats red meat.
Do you think that,
He's
okay,
a traditional family
I have
man.
a question.
We're supposed to be reacting to this video right now. I pause every 5 seconds, bro.
Okay. Do you think a Cuban link is like the ultimate like jewelry for do you think
Objectively, it isn't.
a Cuban link is like the
Objectively,
main
it isn't.
fuckboy jewelry?
Oh. No, well, yeah, it's become the main fuckboy jewelry because of how basic it is. But I thought you were asking if it's like the best kind of jewelry. Objectively, it isn't. It's
Obviously there's way more better.
it's
what is
objectively it's in the
chains
bottom of the
out
totem
there.
pole. But
I'm saying, like,
damn, do I
it's
love a
very
Cuban link though.
I know they are really nice.
Yep.
He's trying to get rid of the lizard accusations.
Okay, so I'm getting
And 30-year-old crypto billionaire and
No matter what's on your plate.
www.youtube. Bro, I keep on pausing right when I feel like I was gonna start watching. www.youtube.com/RigoBarriesa LLC Global Worldwide Corporation reactions. Only here's how you find this esoteric knowledge. Please subscribe, help me become monetized, and escape this YouTube ad slop.
Or on your mind. The UPS store wants to guarantee this holiday season has more. Let's go! With our pack and ship guarantee, your items arrive safe or your money back. For every way we holiday, visit the UPS store today.
Get one unlimited Cox mobile line free for a whole year when you bundle with Cox Internet for just $55.
Shorts, Sam Bankman-Fried, turned out to be...
And this video aged really well in that all three of these people have drastically different outcomes now. SBF being in jail. Zuck being an alpha gigachad. And Elon Musk being dark MAGA.
Nothing but a massive fraud when his crypto exchange, FTX, evaporated into thin air along with billions in regular people's money. Now, I hesitate to call anyone stupid, As an esteemed public intellectual, name-calling is beneath me, but these people are the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. And that's bad because they literally run vast swaths of our economy.
Is that true? SBF, maybe.
You know what, Philion? I'm not enjoying this slop right now. You're not entertaining enough.
How the fuck do I take that off?
Alright. What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna force y'all to fucking watch now? Now that I got y'all here?
No. Hey, why my comments like that?
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this fucking swag. Look at this swag. Look at this shit. Look at me fucking cook. Wait, let me up the quality on this bitch. It's already 1080? Yeah, give me that 1080p, bitch. Yeah, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking cooking. Holy fucking buckets. See, you're seeing this gameplay, it's exuding nothing but sheer testosterone.
Well, they don't understand it.
Dedication, grind, perseverance. What game is that? Final Fantasy VII Remake. Get your hands on it. Play it as soon as you can. It's a masterpiece. Oh yeah.
$200.
This is my $200 Tifa figure.
Yeah, thanks to me.
She's wearing her exotic dress from a choice of 3 at a certain point in the game. Just absolutely iconic. Fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm a fucking loser. I collect figures for an overpriced amount of money.
You? Excuse me? You?
I only play Mortal Kombat and World of Warcraft. Get your swag up. Come on now. Play some Final Fantasy. Play some Nier Automata. Play some God of War. Play some Red Dead Redemption. Play some GTA. Play some Mega Man. Please play some Mega Man. Please play some Mega Man. You know what? I might play Mega Man for the stream. They've been delaying it. They've been delaying it.
Is it because the girl shaking
Yeah, Mega Man needs a new game, man. It's been a minute since they had one. But get your hands on this. Get your hands on this ASAP. You see, what I did here was something called a refocus, where I partitioned my ATB bars from 2 to 3 to extend my capability of ATB usage. Okay? Because I am nerfing myself and doing this shit with 1 player instead of 3. Because you're supposed to jump this man with a party of 3. But I'm fucking based. And I did that shit with just 1. Because I'm a fucking baller. Holy fucking buckets. Holy fucking buckets. Look at this fucking game knowledge. I'm using different moves in order to activate my what the fuck is it called again? My ability materia, which allows me to gain an extra ATB bar on the usage of 3 separate abilities that are not the same. Holy fucking buckets. I have to I have to use specific combos that maximize damage. The music fucking banging, by the way. This game reminds me of World of Warcraft PvP. Yeah, I can't play World of Warcraft, so I can't attest much to that. Right now, I am currently staggering the boss's stagger bar with Blizzard because the boss has a unknown weakness to Blizzard that isn't explicitly stated in the game files. It's just it's all low key hitting under the mechanics of the game. But the boss has a mechanic where his stagger bar constantly regenerates back down to 0, so I have to constantly spamish it to bring it up to point so that I can eventually stagger his ass. What's a stagger, you may ask? It's when the boss lies down like a pretty good boy and allows you to beat the fuck out of him for a couple seconds. You want to get that as much as you can. Pick the limit right here. Bonk, 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 bonk. The limits in this game go so hard. Hit him with the Braver. Run away from the black hole. Bust that chakra. Yeah. I was on my element in this shit. This shit took me like 2 to 3 hours to do solo on a random afternoon. I was getting my ass handed to me. I totally fucking missed that Braver, but I get my get back. Right here. Yeah. Oh no, it's not here, it's not here. It's on the next exchange. I'm gonna get my get back real nice. Right here. Boom. Bonk. Let's go. Look at this exchange. Look at this exchange. Boom. 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 Movie scene. Play, I could, but I'd have to set up the capture card real quick and shit. I mean, fuck it, I could hop on real quick. I just have to set up. Just give me a sec. Alright, let me see if I got this set up properly. Let's see. This is gonna take me a minute. Oh shit, that's right. I forgot. Alright. Let me see. There you go. Let me... Cool. Let me make this a little smaller for y'all. I think that ought to do it. Now let me connect this fucking thing. All right. All right, everything good? Y'all hear me good? Y'all hear the thing good? Everything good? It do be like that, honey. Okay.
And then I asked her, I was telling, I was telling my sister, I was like, how can you just do that? And then she was just telling me, she was like, oh, well, it's because, oh, sorry. I'll just text it to you then. We're gonna play Street Fighter. You know.
Ugh, my stupid. It's because my headphones are doing this thing where I mostly hear from the left side. But whatever. It'll do.
What do you mean? Like this one's only working?
It's mostly the left. It's by design. There's nothing wrong with the earphones.
You sure?
Yeah, it's just by design.
You're dragging him. Chainsaw. Chainsaw me.
Well, I gotta make space, honey. Alright. Let's do this shit.
Are you gonna play?
Well, the public asked. I'm delivering.
How do you play?
Hold up, I gotta move this just a little bit more. There you go.
Honestly, for me, I can never play a game like that because it's very, very fast paced and I get dizzy real quick.
That makes sense, honey.
Because don't you have to, like, on the sides too, you have to stop and then see what kind of, like, what is it?
Yeah, you have to pay attention. Get your ass. This morning I got a PB with Zach on this challenge. I kind of do this challenge on like almost as much as I can. It's like my little Zen ritual. And this morning I got a best time of under 14 minutes with Zach solo, which is very difficult to do. Sorry if you know anything about this damn game. I'm just cracked. Holy fucking buckets. Get deep fried. Holy fucking buckets. Get deep fried. Yeah. Why are you asking about Curaleaf at fucking 12:45 at night? You good? What the fuck?
No, it's because my sister. You know, I already told you.
No, ain't no fucking Curaleaf open right now. What the fuck?
I meant for tomorrow, honey.
Curaleaf opens tomorrow, yeah.
No, they're closed today.
Oh,
'Cause of
Thanksgiving.
Because that's why she told me if we can buy it from here because it's, what is it?
Well, she asked a little bit too late.
Yeah.
By the way, this is like quite literally the hardest challenge in the game. If I'm making this seem bearable or easy to do, it's because I've been doing this for way too long.
What?
I'm just giving a friendly disclaimer when it comes to this challenge.
Who's on right now?
Alex? I still don't know if that's Eric or Max. It's Eric, right?
He literally said yeah.
Because he's talking about how he plays World of Warcraft and Mortal Kombat, but I thought that those are things that Max plays.
Oh wait. No, I think that's Eric. Yeah, that's Eric.
Wow. Mr. Eric.
Oh, yeah, how the fuck do you play that? You should play Street Fighter. Show them Mai. Oh my gosh, Mai is a baddie. She a baddie. It's crazy how they're like, how Mai is like, they're like, oh, she's like 110 pounds. And she's like built and strong as shit.
Yeah, she built like she 180.
She's like 180.
Yeah,
clearly.
that's too much boob and too much thigh.
Way too much style.
Bank. My gameplay so good. I be making fucking Pomeranian spawn out of the sky. Hi, baby. See, look what you're doing to our baby boy. It's okay.
It's okay.
At some point,
It's a sound effect.
At some point, I gotta decorate this room, set up the vibes, you know, for the streams. Okay, we were able to reconnect. That was spooky. Holy fucking buckets. How am I doing this shit? Holy fucking buckets. Oh, God fucking damn it. That's okay. Boom. 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 Had to lock in for that one real quick. Shit. Bink. Let's go. Holy shit, am I based? Am I based yet? You finna buy the Cardi skin when it drops on Fort. I haven't picked up Fortnite in forever, but Jesus Christ, I don't know, man. It is Cardi.
Who even plays Fortnite? I'm sorry.
Who even plays Fortnite is a crazy question. Quite literally the whole world. But maybe.
I feel like a lot of people just.
If I played Fortnite a little bit more, then sure, I'd do it no hesitation. But it's just the fact that I don't play it.
You just buy it for the Cardi thing and then that's it, and then stop playing it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Fortnite is a big ass game. You're delusional if you don't recognize everybody plays that shit. It's just I'm ahead of the curve, bucko. I'm ahead of the pack. In an ocean full of soy guppies, I'm a based gamer, Chad. Just kidding. Nothing wrong with Fortnite. But probably it's like a 50-50 chance. It's just the fact that I don't really play it. But it is Cardi. For the one time that I do, like the only skin I do have on Fortnite is Juice World, so it'd be pretty cool if the only other skin I fucking have is Cardi. Cardi and Juice World. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, Cardi and Juice World duo would be pretty tight. Fuck. Why is this muscular man harassing me right now? This big, tall, muscular hunk of meat. It's like that one link they got together. Yeah, that'd be hard. How much is it for a skin? When is it coming out?
Yo, secure the bag, secure the bag.
She got the Hawaiian bro with the spam musubi.
Secure the bag.
You got a shit ton of food, damn, huh? I'm not that hungry.
No, what?
Oh,
Babe,
shit.
it's for us to we're sharing. Guys, just saying, Jordan's got a deal right now. It was 50% off. Nice.
Wait a minute.
Holy shit, what the fuck did they put like? Holy shit, what the fuck did they put like?
Oh, fuck. I just realized this entire time there was no audio coming out of my fucking thing. Yeah, let's see. Settings.
So guys, we first got spam musubi. Yo, can they see it? Does it smell good? Spam musubi. Yo.
I think it's this one. That better? That should be better. It's good. It's jalapeno with soy sauce.
You ready? Focus, Zach.
Holy fucking buckets. Holy fucking buckets. Did I just smoke this guy or did I smoke this guy? Ah, motherfucker. That's all good.
Time to let loose.
Get out of here. I got Slop to film.
This is gonna sting.
Get hit with a stop.
Take it easy,
Nay,
huh?
stay in your fucking place. Out of here.
Chalk up another win.
Who the real one's still in the chat? Let me know. 1 a.m. Slop hours. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless America. Or whatever the fuck.
Well, let's do this thing. Time to let loose.
You did a good job on the reg. Holy fucking buckets. Can't you see I'm fucking gaming, dude? I'm fucking gaming!
This is gonna sting. Focus, Zach.
Yes, ma'am. That Max Holiday ain't it, to be honest. No.
Yeah, thankfully they don't give us no.
Bye now.
But look at this Spanish CD though. Shit. Look at it.
Bringing out the big guns. Yeah. Hey, are you even trying?
I'm just high as shit.
Brace yourself.
Holy fucking buckets, I'm fucking gaming! Holy fucking buckets, I'm gaming.
Gotcha. Nothing wrong with playing it safe. Focus, Zach.
y'all.
I can the go for Bro. This girl has one dog.
I'll make this quick.
Bonk.
Now we're talking. On my honor as a soldier. We're not done here.
I think I'll probably call it a night after playing this challenge.
Bye now.
It's already 1 in the morning. I only got 2 viewers. For my 2 viewers out here watching me in these slop hours, I appreciate you. And Merry Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Gotcha. This is gonna sting. Focus, Zack. A solid victory.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Goonsgiving. Holy fucking buckets. Already harassing me.
Let's redline
Holy fucking buckets. I cannot die here.
I got this. Sorry. Let's do this.
I'm putting every single offensive spell in the book like it's Harry Potter up in this bitch.
Well, safety first. Safety first.
No, you don't.
Ready to rock. This is gonna sting.
I'm juking the fuck out of his ass right now.
Don't know my own's holding up for ya.
Holy fucking buckets, I'm based.
Focus, Zack. Gotcha.
You thought that was gonna get me? Try better, bucko. Ready like a buck.
No hard feelings.
Yeah. 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 Sweet damage, baby.
Focus, Zack. Safety first.
Oh shit. I'm deep fried. You know what? I might actually be cooked. Shit.
Bringing out the big guns. Throwing in the towel. Gotcha.
Holy fucking buckets, chat. Never mind, I actually did it. I won! Yippee!
Chalk up another win.
Holy fucking buckets, I'm a gamer. Y'all have a good night. Shit, it was a fucking party for me. It ain't every night I'm up this fucking late doing this kind of slop. Your boy is back. Hopefully, more committed than ever for the slop content. Gotta make it out of the YouTube slop of ads. You know what I mean? I gotta get that YouTube Premium. You know, I need to get that sweet monetization. Slowly but surely, one day. Subscribe, stay up, stay blessed, and yeah.